Have you ever wondered how Oprah Winfrey transformed a life of abuse and poverty into a $1 billion TV empire? Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to dive into the story of a woman who was once rejected by society, faced the hardest days of her life, but with perseverance and courage, she became an inspiring icon for millions around the world. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. Before owning the most famous TV show in America and becoming a billionaire, Oprah endured a challenging childhood and failures that seemed impossible to overcome. This is the journey of someone who turned sorrow into strength to reach the peak. Oprah Winfrey was born on January 29, 1954, in Kosciuszko, Mississippi, a poor rural area in the American South. Her mother, Vernita Lee, was a young maid, and her father, Vernon Winfrey, was almost absent from her life in the beginning. Oprah grew up in a deprived environment, living with her grandmother in a small house without electricity or running water. Her clothes were made from potato sacks, and she often walked barefoot under the scorching sun of Mississippi. Oprah's childhood was not only difficult materially but also filled with deep emotional wounds. As a child, she suffered from the pain caused by family members' memories she kept hidden for many years. Oprah once shared, "I felt worthless, as though my life wasn't worth living." But even in those dark days, she found small joys in storytelling and reading books, things that planted the seeds for her later dreams. At the age of 9, Oprah moved to live with her mother in Milwaukee, but life did not get any easier. Her mother worked day and night to earn money, leaving Oprah alone in a neighborhood full of hardship. She often felt lonely, lost, and thought she would never escape the cycle of poverty. At 14, Oprah faced a significant life event. She became pregnant under tragic circumstances, but the baby did not survive after birth. This tragedy led her into a deep depression. She once thought, "If life is only going to be like this, what's the point of living?" But it was in that moment that Oprah decided not to let her past define her future. Her first failure came from a rocky start. At 14, Oprah was sent to live with her father in Nashville, Tennessee. Her father, Vernon, was strict. He insisted that she study hard, read books every day, and accept no excuses. Though the new environment helped her change, Oprah still had to face societal prejudices. As a poor African American girl, she was often underestimated and doubted in her abilities. But Oprah found strength in her voice. She loved storytelling, participated in speech contests at school, and gradually built her self-confidence. At 17, she won a speech contest and was invited to work as a part-time news anchor at local radio station Woville. That was the first step into the media world. After graduating from high school, Oprah attended Tennessee State University on a scholarship. She started working at a local TV station in Nashville and became the first African-American news anchor in the area. But her career path was far from smooth. At 22, she moved to Baltimore to anchor news for WeG's TV. There, she faced her first major setback. She was fired for being too emotional and not professional enough when reporting the news. Oprah recalled, "I cried so much when I lost the job. I thought it was the end of my dream. But this firing wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a new journey." Her second setback came from self-doubt. After being fired as a news anchor, Oprah was given the task of hosting a low-rated morning talk show called People Are Talking. She feared that she would fail again, that she wasn't good enough to succeed in the highly competitive world of television. But it was here that she discovered her strength, connecting with the audience through authenticity and listening skills. The show gradually gained viewers, and Oprah began to believe that she could do something even bigger. In 1984, she moved to Chicago to host AM Chicago, a show that was at the bottom of the ratings. At that time, she had to compete with big names like Phil Donahue, and many doubted that she could succeed. They said she wasn't attractive enough, not smart enough, and didn't have enough experience to stand out in the industry. Oprah once shared, "I heard those criticisms every day, but I decided not to let them bring me down." She worked tirelessly to improve the show. She brought her personal story into every episode, sharing the hardships she had overcome and creating a space where the audience felt heard. Within months, AM Chicago surpassed its competitors and became the most watched show in the area. In 1986, the show was renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show and aired nationwide. But the pressure didn't stop. As an African-American woman in a male-dominated television industry, Oprah was constantly doubted and criticized. She didn't let those words defeat her. She once said, "I don't need to be like anyone else. I just need to be myself." The turning point came from her determination. The Oprah Winfrey Show quickly became the #1 talk show in America, running for 25 years and attracting millions of viewers worldwide. Oprah didn't stop at being a host. She built a media empire with O Magazine, the OWN network, and became the first African-American female billionaire in the U.S. from a girl growing up in poverty, often underestimated and fired. Oprah turned those hard times into the drive to rise up. She not only transformed her own life, but also helped millions of others through her philanthropic efforts and the stories she shared. Oprah Winfrey's journey is about rising from difficult times to shine. She once said, "Failure is life's way of guiding you in the right direction." From a childhood filled with pain, a desperate single mother, she overcame fate to become the queen of television. Today, when you hear Oprah's name or watch an old episode of her show, remember that behind it is a woman who never stopped fighting to turn her dream into reality. What do you think of Oprah Winfrey's story? If you've faced difficulties and need motivation, feel free to share in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories. See you in the next video.